evening and welcome to Borderline Tonight. This is Daffod Harvey.
And I'm Babsy Gilliam.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. No. This is Gafford. Babsy.
I'm Babsy.
I'm Daffod.
There we are.
This is Borderline Tonight.
Borderline Tonight. Welcome, welcome. We're so glad.
It's not usually how we do it.
No.
It's weird.
Interesting. We're so glad you've joined us this evening for this wonderful news program. We're going to share with you some news items, I think, this evening. Daffod, do you have the first one up?
Sure, I can. I can do the first one. This one is actually, you've probably heard of it, because the other news networks are on it, but surprisingly, they are not covering it like we are.
No,
okay?
No one covers news like we do.
No one does.
No one.
And this is pretty big, okay? There is a genocide currently taking place in Antarctica.
There is indeed. There is indeed.
This is major. It's constantly developing. I mean, ice is just wiping out, killing life. Well, it's just killing it.
You skip part of the story. The culprit of the genocide is in fact snow. So snow is responsible for the genocide, isn't that right?
Yes. Now we're not sure if it's physically snow or if it's someone, a villain of some sort, going by the name of Snow.
Right. This remains to be seen, but as always, we will.
The letters that we've gotten secret information from, because someone sent it to us, are signed by Snow.
Yes.
So.
Yes, we receive letters routinely from people. Serial
killers and such.
Yes. It's odd, and we try not to take it personally.
We try not to. I usually take it as a compliment.
He does.
But the genocide in Antarctica is going to be developing. We will come back to this because it is constantly happening, and we don't quite. I mean, the story is developing very slowly.
Well, it's Antarctica, that whole glacial movement thing.
Yeah, and well, we just don't have a lot of news people down there, and trying to get them down there, trying to find a place to place them.
We don't feel led to go on location.
We don't. I thought about it and I talked to Clive, the woman.
We don't have the money. We don't have the finances.
We don't have the money. Clive, shut up. Anyways,
we will keep you posted on this story as it develops, and it's tragic. It really is. It really is tragic. But we are going to move on to
in other news.
In other news, yes, indeed. Yes, this one is also somewhat tragic. There's a sobriety epidemic sweeping Ireland. There are grave economic repercussions, devastating as a matter of fact. We actually have an economic expert, what was his name? Lepracon Stilskine? Lepracon
Stilskine.
Stilskine, yes, we're going to get him on the line in just one moment.
Stilskine, which is funny because I don't think of that as really a pretty Irish name.
No, just give me one.
It should be like Mick Stilskine or something like that.
There we are.
Migaya Stilskine / Babdan. Beverly.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Stilskine, are you there?
Oh, yes, I am. Who's calling?
It's Daffod and Babsy from Borderline Tonight.
Your favourite friends?
Yes, you've watched our
I
programme.
don't know if I've ever heard of you.
Well, we're rather famous, so I'm sure you've heard of us.
Yeah, we're all over the place. Not because we're big.
We're actually just on...
Well, what can I help you with, you strangers?
Well, we wanted to know, we understand you're an economic expert, and we were wondering if you could share with us your insights into the sobriety epidemic and the economic repercussions that is having in Ireland.
Well, frankly, I just try to keep all the money for myself. If you find a pot of gold, you don't just go out and bury it. You keep it in a safe locked in your home with guns in front of it. Oh, it's magically.
I'm sorry, I don't remember what we're talking about.
That's a good point, but I don't think that's relevant.
Yeah, I thought you were an economic expert.
You're talking about sobriety, eh?
Yes, sir.
Well, I've never engaged in that kind of act, so I don't really know. I guess I couldn't say.
Well, you live in Ireland, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, have you noticed the bars going under, as in the business isn't working there anymore? Like, people aren't drinking, they're sober.
Well, for the most part, before the Sobriety Act, most of the homes have been turned to pubs by that point. So, yeah, I would say there have been a lot of people that just stay in their homes. A lot of people seem drunk, though,
Do you think he's now on the phone with us?
That might be, because I can't understand anything.
You're talking right now.
I know, but you're not really making sense, sir.
I'm a little bit puzzled. I don't understand... If people have been going to... I don't know.
Thank you. Okay.
Right, that was...
We're going to ignore that story because no one can call or confirm whether what's going on is true.
That's right.
But if it is, we can assume I was an economic major in my graduate studies.
Were you? I thought it was... I don't remember.
It was ancient European economics.
Right.
is relevant today because we got here from somehow, right? Our economic systems
Of course
developed
we
here.
did, yes.
And it just so happens that from Ireland, their economic system was very largely based on alcohol and the consumption of that, therefore.
Right.
So
the fewer people who are drinking, the worse their economic situation.
Exactly.
Since no one's going to the pubs, and no one's.
This is
going
also
to
the
buy-
same story in college towns. So
Yes.
we're going to see if this is going on with those also.
Right.
We will be following this story very closely.
Yes.
Keep it close to the chest
Right.
piece and all that good
Right.
stuff.
I believe we're going to move on to a bit of celeb gossip. I think we should probably have that. Would you have the card?
I'm just looking at the repercussions.
Right. Oh, this
I
is
just
an
like
interesting
throwing those
story.
when we're done with the story. You know
This
what I
may
mean?
have some economic repercussions. I'll read it and we can.
This one is shocking. When I read it, I had to giggle like a little girl. It was
He did.
not a
he
real little
did.
girl, a big girl, like a big
Right.
little girl.
A big little girl.
Because I'm not a girl, and
He's
I'm not
not.
little.
He's not.
So-
Clive is a. Never mind. But
Yeah, Clive's the one gets the girl.
Stop
part.
it!
right. Anyway, we're going to share this with you. Martha Stewart is the secret lover of Fidel Castro. Yes, that is the latest in celeb gossip. There's an investigation underway, and this is going to have serious economic and other repercussions.
This is scandalous.
It is indeed scandalous. Is
I'm
even
blushing
more.
here. I'm blushing.
You're not really all that much.
I can't blush.
It's a deficiency since the head injury.
I'm trying to.
It might be dermatitis.
Stop it, Clive. Gosh darn it. I'm so angry when I hear his
Stafford,
voice.
Stafford, calm
I'm sorry.
down. Stafford, we must regain our composure.
Clive knows how to tickle my fiddle in a bad way.
No,
I never touched your fiddle.
Stop it, Clive.
I don't
Stop it.
think you've got.
I'm trying to get him to tell me to stop it. I'm
No.
trying to stop it.
Yes.
I can't stop saying that. I don't know what's going on anymore.
No.
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart.
You're
Fidel
talking
Castro.
about Martha Stewart.
Thank you, Clive. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stafford. Count to 10.
Please talk. I can't.
Count to 10 in the background, calmly. Anyway, Martha Stewart is the secret lover of Fidel Castro, and we're wondering whether or not this will mean she can take her line of home products to Cuba, the country of Cuba, whether or not she has begun smoking cigars. There are so many questions that we have that we don't have answers for yet.
One of them is, why is she so attracted to an old man?
Well, there is that. He's not exactly handsome.
And a communist.
Yes, well,
Bloody communists.
you know, it must have been her time in prison. I think that may have done something
Yeah,
weird.
she turned to the dark side.
Yes, right.
And Cuba will never be the same.
No, I
Suddenly, houses that looked like they were part of the slums are now furnished with nice little Martha Stewart things.
Right, those little-
Before you know
those
it,
little touches,
it's not going to say
you know?
made in China anymore. It's going to say made in Cuba anymore, which nothing's made in Cuba besides illegal
Cigars.
things.
Cigars.
Well, they're
Cigars.
perfect. I like their cigars. Perfectly legal here. The Americans and their bloody regulations.
Well, we probably ought not to talk about that, Dafford.
You know, the only reason why they don't smoke them is because they're illegal, and the only reason why they're illegal is
because they don't smoke them.
they put an embargo on them. Stop it.
There's a bit of a circuitous argument there, Dafford.
You're the one who made this circuitous, whatever that means.
Never mind.
Circular? Is that what you're
Yes,
trying to say?
yes, it is indeed.
Yeah. Sometimes she needs some help.
Right. Anyway, Martha Stewart, Fidel Castro, we will keep you posted on what goes on with this. But for now, we are going to go
On a short break.
a short break.
On a break one.
Yes, give me a break.
But we will be back.
And the Kit
I'll keep
Kat
that
bar.
bar.
Yes, I
I'm gonna
love a
kick
Kit
that
Kat
bar.
bar.
No, I'm gonna kick the bar.
No, we want Kit Kat bars. Do we have any Kit Kat bars on the set?
No.
Clive!
I could really use a Mentos.
They're all mine. I ate them already.
Clive, I'd like a Kit Kat bar, please.
You need some Mentos.